All right, so then the next day we actually decided to skip a whole section of the Camino because it was across the plains, and so we got a blah blah car, which was my first time with a blah blah car.
How come America doesn't have something like that?
It was great. Blah blah car is great. We got in a car with a stranger called Raquel and drove a couple hours. I slept.
I mean, we have. Yeah. Sorry.
We do have Ubers.
Ubers aren't the same.
It's not the same. This is a way more economical way to travel. So then we get to Lyon, and when we get to Lyon, we visit the city. It's got a beautiful cathedral. We watch some people getting married, kind of. I mean, we kind of look out. I tried to see them.
Well, we were gonna go into the cathedral, but we couldn't because there's. I was getting really fed up with Rachel's taking pictures and videos all the time.
Yeah, what are we doing yet again? Both of us.
I got really good at figuring out when she was going to start taking a video. So
when was it? What was the cue? But what's the cue? What was like Rachel's about to take a video?
I mean, whenever you have your phone out, I'll just stop walking and I'll go around her so that I can skirt away from the video. But she tried to win.
You can't pan to the wall.
And that was the day I stole her phone.
It's on! We had to use the restroom, so we just walked into an open door. Well, the poop was ripening, and we didn't have anywhere to go.
I have enough pins. Do you think if I pin each sock separately to my bag, they'll dry out faster?
Yes, I do. But we did just walk into somebody else's albergue that we are not staying, and
no one was there.
Did a number 2.
So we're good.
All right, so from Lyon, I remember I was like, we need to get to the next town, and I just wanted to take a taxi. So I was like, I'm paying for a taxi. Let's just get to the next town, where I had an albergue ready in my book or whatever. Like, I was like, this is the albergue we're going to stay at. But we get there, and it has been rented out by a whole slew of teenagers. And the guy there was super nice and helped us. But we called place after place and found out that there was a jousting festival.
Is it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's jousting day.
That's why we can't get a bed anywhere. Because it's jousting day.
So we got a taxi here, and it's booked. And then we called the next town.
And it's jousting day.
Booked because it's jousting day. And then the next town after that is also booked because it's jousting day. And that's a whole weekend party, which means that all the albergues are completely booked.
No, wait. There was a fair in front of some of them, and they couldn't even open. They had to keep their doors shut because the whole jousting day is like in front of the albergue, and there's no access.
Also, the one taxi driver that could have taken us further is in Santiago. Stinking jousting festival.
So there was no place to stay. So then I offered the same guy €50 to take us to a store. How do you feel right now?
Oh.
I've never seen Nadia so irritated.
I've roughed it before. I can rough it again. It's the miscommunication that bugs me the most, I think.
Who's miscommunicating with you?
Like, nobody is answering their phone. Nobody is answering their phone.
Basically, we're stuck here because they don't have beds, but we have nowhere to go because we can't find a place that has beds because nobody will actually answer the phone, and everywhere is a long walk. So we don't really want to walk a long way and find out if there are no beds. I offered him €50.
50?
Yes, because it was an hour drive or something ridiculous. No, maybe it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
It was really far. Whatever it was really far. I think it was gonna be like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, and I was like, please take us. But then he said, let's just stop. There was one albergue on the way there that didn't have a phone number to call, and it was one of those municipal albergues, and there was vacancy, and it was right down the road. So I ended up not paying for it. It was great.
It was perfect.
Okay, so then we got to that albergue, and it was, there was a really nice husband and wife that were volunteering there for those 2 weeks. We found out that albergueros, the people who run them, do like 2-week volunteer things, and it was one room, and it was like, I don't know, like 50 beds in one room or whatever. So it was not a very nice one, and the bathrooms were, they're okay-ish.
I loved it.
But okay, so albergues, let's talk about places that we sleep. So albergues are kind of like hostels, but you have to be a pilgrim.
Yep.
And you share rooms. Sometimes they're long corridors.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's rooms with 5 people. Sometimes there's rooms with 50 people.
So you get in there, you take off your boots because they don't let you take your boots in.
So smart.
And yeah, thank the Lord.
There's a whole like
That would
room
be
for
bad.
boots.
And then you get your sheets and you.
Okay, I'm gonna show. Here's Nadia.
Setting the table.
On the table. I just want them to see what it's like at some of the places.
It ended up after a crappy day, it ended up setting us up for like an amazing second half of our Camino.
It's true.
Because we made relationships that night that we had until the end. We met Yuki that night. We met Nalloway that night. We met Matthias that night. These are all people that we finished the Camino with. Well, Yuki finished before us, but who else was there that night?
Bertha was
Yeah,
there.
although we didn't see him later on. We saw him for like 2 more towns. But there was just, anyway, it set us up for like some really great relationships for the second half of our trip, and it ended up being